there's a conspiracy theory about Tupac Omari Shakur that he didn't die um in 1996, that he's actually still alive today. So people think he died on that day, the in 1996, that Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas, but really it was just a ruse to get out of his record deal with Death Row Records. And Death Row Records was almost like a prison system, because Suge Knight, he controlled everything, and that's why Dr. Dre and everybody left the record. And Tupac couldn't leave the record because of his new signed deal, but he had nothing on his name. It was all on Suge Knight's name. So Tupac wanted to leave that. And he went to Cuba, and his aunt, who got evicted or executed to Cuba, because she got executed to Cuba because she was a part of the Black Panthers Society, and she got exiled there, and Tupac thought it was probably best, since all the media attention was on his death, so he could slip out the back and go a private jet to Cuba. Get to Cuba, stay there a couple of years, get a little older, let the hype die around him, fly out to Asia, specifically Malaysia, and he lives there now.
Hi guys, so I'm here with Kyle Stockman. He's a sophomore at Whiteland Community High School, and he's going to be telling us a little bit about Paul McCartney and his conspiracy theories.
Paul McCartney is probably one of the leads. I consider Paul McCartney and John Lennon the leads of the band. The Beatles, which is like definitely the most revolutionary rock band, and you could even argue like we wouldn't have any of the pop we have today without him. So yeah, we're going to talk about some conspiracies about specifically Paul McCartney.
So can you tell me a little bit about the conspiracy theories behind Paul McCartney and his
Paul
death?
McCartney supposedly got into a car accident and died because there was something in a newspaper at a car accident, and then I think it mentioned his name, and everyone's like, oh my god, Paul McCartney's dead. And so basically they're saying that he died and was replaced by someone who's just as talented, looks, practically identical, and yeah, to replace him in the Beatles just because they're so, popular. They didn't want people to freak out, have mass hysteria over the death of one of them.
And can I ask for your opinion on the conspiracy theory? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it?
Oh, I absolutely believe it, yeah, without a doubt.
And can you tell us why?
So, Paul McCartney, your face has not changed that much in the course of 3 years. You look, unless you're doing heavy drugs, which, they've been doing heavy drugs for a while, they're in a rock band. So, between those courses, apparently his whole face changed, his jaw got bigger, there's birthmarks and, stuff along the lines. And then, in the songs they were writing, once they started getting to this weird change, which is around the same time he supposedly died, where their music started getting different. It was it was all acid rock and that just. So in the song, supposedly he put messages so that people could, if they're actually looking for it or wondering, or people that found out somehow or something like that, they would put messages in the song, I buried Paul at the end of Strawberry Fields Forever.
So Kyle, I have a question, and I was wondering, what do you think about the deaths altogether?
So Martin Luther King Jr., John F. Kennedy, John Lennon, and like I said before, Paul McCartney, I don't know, it could be part of the same gist if you want to look at it like inspirational figures getting, murked.
Well, thank you so much for
Absolutely.
your time and
Absolutely.
all the theories that you've given us, and hope you have a good night.
You as well.